Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Rosanna and welcome to the first video on my channel. For this video, I'm going to be showing you a really quick and easy vegetarian stir fry. It is such a good summer dish. It's so fresh but so simple to make, and it tastes great. All of these ingredients are really easy to find, super inexpensive. You can get them at any grocery store. So this recipe is really good for somebody who doesn't have a lot of time or is on a budget or just really wants to eat something wholesome and delicious. So with that being said, let's get to the video. For the star of this dish, you're going to need a 14-ounce package of the extra firm tofu. Drain out all of the liquid, cut it into 1-inch cubes, and then season it with salt and pepper. Next, I took about a medium-sized cucumber, cut it in half, scooped out all of the seeds, and then cut it lengthwise. You're also going to need a pound of pineapple and cut it into fairly small bite-sized pieces. Once that's all cut up, take about 6 to 8 pieces of scallion and chop it up really finely, using half for our stir fry and half for garnish. I chose to use grape tomatoes for this dish, but you're welcome to use any kind of tomatoes that you'd like, so just need a pint of grape tomatoes and cut them in half. For the sauce, I'm using sesame oil and sesame sauce. If you want to use a teriyaki style sauce or a sweet and spicy sauce, that is perfectly fine. Alright, to get started, you're going to take a large saucepan and put it to medium-high heat. Once the pan is warmed up, we're going to use about 1/4 cup of our sesame oil and spread it out evenly throughout the pan so it can get nice and hot. Once the oil's all heated up, we're going to go ahead and toss all of our tofu into the pot. Just be sure to watch out for the splash because you don't want to get burned with the hot oil. Make sure the tofu is evenly covering the entire pan just so all of them have a chance to cook nice and evenly, and in about 10 to 12 minutes you will have perfectly golden brown tofu. Next, just go ahead and put all of the tomatoes into the pot that we had cut up earlier. Then add about half of the scallions since the rest is going to be used for garnish. Once the scallions in the pot, go ahead and add all of the pineapple into it, and then we're going to use about 1/4 cup of whichever sauce you are using. Once again, I am going to be using a sesame styled sauce. Once all the sauce is in the pot, go ahead and stir everything up evenly. You want to get a nice good simmer on this for about 5 minutes. I didn't end up adding any extra salt. I found that with the sesame sauce that I was using, it was on the saltier side, but again, if you prefer a little extra salt and pepper, you can totally add more. While that's cooking, I went and took a shortcut on some rice. I'm just using some jasmine rice that you can microwave, but if you want to make your own, you can totally do that. After this has been simmering, go ahead and add all of the cucumbers into the pot. Once the cucumbers are in, make sure they're stirred together really well. You want them to cook as evenly as everything else in your stir fry. They want to have a little bit of crunch, but you don't want them to be completely raw. So just make sure everything is mixed really well. Once that's all done, I went ahead and put the rice in a separate dish, and now we're going to plate it all together. I'm using this strainer spoon just to get any extra oil off of the stir fry. I don't want it to sit in the pot and then just sort of get all like wet and kind of soupy. But if you want that, that's totally fine, but I'm just using the strainer just to get any excess oil off of it. Once I have all the stir fry on top of the rice, I'm going to use the rest of the scallions just to put on top for a little light and fresh garnish. And once that is done, you are ready to plate. This dish came out so good, and I promise you, you are going to love it. If you'd like to see more recipes like this or different types of recipes, just feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck on this dish.